Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yogaris. Am I on? Okay. So I've had requests to do some prenatal yoga. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with some prenatal yoga. Obviously, if you're not pregnant, still be a good workout. But I'm going to explain a couple things right at the beginning. If you have a block and a strap, go get it because we're going to do my favorite stretch at the end that requires those. And then we're going to do a different sun salutation. So I'm just going to show it real quick just so you're not kind of trying to follow through real quick. Um, I'll face this way, although I'll be at the front. So when you raise your hands up into high mountain, then you're going to come down, bringing your hands to the floor. You want your feet wide apart, and then you're going to exhale, bending down, and then inhaling, arching your upper back. So this is the up dog. And then you're going to exhale, bringing that back, your leg back into a runner's arch, lunge. Exhaling your arms up in the air, and then bringing your hands back to the inside of your leg. Exhaling that leg forward. Inhaling, bringing that opposite leg back. Coming into this lunge again. Bringing your hands back down, and then your foot to the outside. Inhale, looking up, that arch in the back. And then exhale, pressing your tailbone towards the sky, your head down towards the mat, and then rolling one vertebrae at a time. And that will be the sun salutation. You can do the regular sun salutation if you want as well, but I'm going to mostly show the prenatal one. Okay, so let's start. Just come to an easy pose if you like, or else come into a lotus, which is your legs over one another, opening up those hips, and come to your yoga breathing, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose, lengthening that spine, dropping those shoulders into the back, pulling them in towards the spine in your back. Pregnancy is a time that you are often moody, grumpy, emotional, sad, happy, you know it all. So yoga is really good for it because it kind of releases any emotions, relaxes the body, as well as anybody else who has any anxiety or whatever. So if you're feeling any of that today, welcome to yoga. Come onto the mat. Just focus on you and your precious baby. And let's just have a good time, okay? So bring your breath in through your nose and out through your nose. You can close your eyes here if you would like. Hopefully you're in a quiet space. You can bring your hands to your shoulders. And inhaling, bringing your elbows in front of you, and exhaling, rounding them back, opening up those shoulders. As you all know, shoulders are very tight during pregnancy. Your chest obviously gets a little bit heavier. You tend to slouch a little bit more. So it's so good to open up those shoulders, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. To your own breath, whatever feels comfortable, just keep rotating those shoulders, opening them up, dropping them into your back, inhaling and exhaling. Now coming into the opposite direction, arching in that upper back, rolling them forward. Still inhaling as you come up and exhaling forward. Inhaling up and exhaling forward. Inhaling up exhaling. Releasing your hands down. Gently tilt your head to the right. Just a gentle stretch in the neck. To the left. Warming your muscles. Coming into neutral position. Releasing your legs. In child's pose. The modified child's pose will be your knees wide, your toes together. Walking your hands forward and releasing your head to the mat. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling. Pressing your tailbone towards the back of the room and your head towards the front. Spreading your fingers wide. Activating your arms by pressing those hands into the mat. This feels good in the hip flexors as well. Another place that you're tight during pregnancy. Come into this child pose anytime you want during class. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your shoulders. Relaxing your lower back. Relaxing your hips. When you're ready, coming up and pressing your toes under, you're going to come into what's called goddess pose. So I'll show you from the front. You're pressing onto your toes and it might feel a little uncomfortable in those arches. This is a good one to prepare for labor. Just to breathe through the little bit of pain that you feel. Of course, you don't want to feel too much pain. And I'm going to pretend I have a big belly. You can bring one hand on the top of your belly and the other hand below. And just close your eyes. And we're going to come into what's called the three-part breathing, which is starting with the lower stomach, coming into the upper stomach, and then in through the chest. Inhaling. And then exhale the chest, the upper tummy, the lower tummy. Inhaling, deep, deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. And gently release those arches, coming into the cat and cow position. So flat back on your hands and knees, shoulders directly above the creases of your wrists. And inhaling, raising up, looking towards the sky, arching in that upper back, broadening that upper back. And exhaling, curling as if you're wrapping yourself around your baby. And inhaling, raising up. And exhaling again, giving that baby a nice hug. And exhaling, looking up. And at your own pace, come back and forth to the cat and cow, inhaling and exhaling. And one more, then we'll meet back in neutral. And you're going to bring your weight into your right arm. Raise your left arm up towards the front of the room. And exhale, reaching the right leg towards the back of the room. Reaching with both your hand and your foot, lengthening that spine. And you're going to exhale, bringing the knee into the elbow and the elbow into the hip. This is for the obliques in the back. Exhale, raising up. Don't really want to work abdominals when you're pregnant, but you can still work the back. Inhale, raising up. And exhale, release. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, release. 5 more. Inhale, raising up. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing heat into the body. Inhale, conventional arch your back. And exhale, curling. I think it's 1 more. Inhale, raising up. And exhale, crunch. Now raise straight out. Bring your arm around, grab onto the arch of your foot. And exhale, opening up. Keeping those hips parallel. And releasing, reaching forward and dropping them to the mat. To the opposite side, reaching the right hand out, left leg out. Exhale, pulling in. Knee to elbow. Inhale, reaching out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale. And exhale. Should start to feel warm in our body. Like to warm that body before we do any work. And raising your arm out. Oops, I guess we are working right now. And then grabbing onto that foot, opening up that shoulder, opening up that hip, coming into that sunflower. In prenatal yoga, it's always very important to focus on your breathing. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Release your hands to the mat. Now press your hand into the mat and coming over to your left side like into a modified side plank. If you would like, you can bring your legs out into a regular plank. Warming up those shoulders a little bit. You can drop your upper hand close to your ear. You can raise that top leg up if you would like. And releasing it down, dropping your hand to the mat into a plank. And exhale, dropping to the other side with either your knee to the mat. You want to stay in a parallel line, so it's more important to not compromise your form than to come into a plank. Pulling those shoulder blades into that back. Straight line from the top of your head down to your heels. Again, you can drop that top hand to the ear. Finding a stretch in that right side of the body. You can stay here or raise that top leg up. And releasing it back down, coming into the plank. And dropping your knees. Bringing your knees into your bottom. And we're going to come to the front of the mat. Bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand, your left outside of the opposite. We're going to really try to open those greens into a runner's pose. Bringing your hands to heart center. Gently rocking back and forth. Careful that you're not pressing yourself too far into these poses. You all know we have relaxing in our body when you're pregnant, and you can tend to relax a little bit too much. And dropping that right hand down, raising the left arm up towards the sky. And bringing the hand to the knee, pressing that left hip open. And coming down to the opposite side, raising the right hand up in the air. And dropping it to your knee, pressing it open. And releasing your hands to the mat, pressing your bottom up towards the sky into a standing forward bend. Your feet will be wide in this position if you have a big belly in the way. And one vertebrae at a time, rolling into a standing position. And we're going to start with our sun salutation. So inhale, raising the arms up in the air. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, dropping the bottom, looking up towards the sky. And exhale, the left leg back. Inhale, raising your arms up in the air. Exhale, dropping your hands, bringing that left leg up. And exhale, dropping the right leg back into a runner's lunge. Inhale, dropping your hands into a squat, arching the back. Exhale, drawing your tailbone up towards the sky. And inhale, rolling one vertebrae at a time to a standing. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, dropping your bottom towards the mat. Exhale, the left leg back. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, drop. Bringing the left leg up. Exhale, dropping the right leg back. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, dropping your hands. Exhale, the right leg forward. Inhale and exhale, pressing the bottom up towards the sky. And inhale, one vertebrae at a time. And raising your hands up into high mountain. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, dropping your bottom towards the mat, arching the back. Exhale, drawing your leg back. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, down. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bottom up to the sky. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time, rolling up. And exhale into heart center. Inhale, raising up into a high mountain, and exhale, sinking into a chair. Warming up those thighs, the bottom, the shoulders. I want everybody to try come to a flat back, bringing the knees, letting them not go above the toes. Inhale, and exhale, sinking a little deeper. And inhale, and exhale, let's sink just a little deeper. Looking up towards those hands, exhale. And inhale, raising back up to that chair. And exhale, reaching towards the sky and your hands down. Just feel a little burn in your legs now. They're all up. Inhale, raise your arm up in the air. Exhale, dropping that left arm down. Exhaling the right arm over the right ear. Just a gentle stretch in the sides. You can bring your hand to your hip if you would like. Take a little pressure off you. And exhale, dropping. Inhaling the left arm up in the air. Again, that right hand can come to the hip. And exhaling, release. Inhale, raising up into high mountain. Exhale, swan down. Inhale, bringing that arch in the back. And exhaling the left leg back. And this time, exhaling the right leg back to meet it. Be down on your knees if you would like. You can warm your arms a little bit. Exhaling, drawing yourself into chaturanga. And inhale, pressing your arms up. Exhale back to chaturanga. And inhaling up. Exhale back down. Squeezing the elbows into the sides. Dropping those shoulder blades into the back still. Inhale, pressing up. And exhaling into a down dog. Don't stay in a down dog for too long while you're pregnant, but it's okay to come into it for a little bit. Inhale. And exhale, bringing that right leg forward, dropping your back heel. And inhale, raising up into a warrior one. Reaching your arms towards the sky, dropping those shoulder blades in the back. Pressing your pinky toe of that back foot. Inhale. And exhale, sweeping those hands behind you into prayer center. So it should look like this. And opening up that chest, dropping those shoulders, releasing the neck, bringing that front leg towards 90 degrees. Inhale, raising your hands back up into warrior one. And exhale into warrior two. Bringing that front leg towards 90 degrees. Squeezing that back butt cheek. And if you feel like you have too much strain in the pelvic region in this one, then you can get a chair and put the chair under here. It's still good to get that wide stretch while you're pregnant. And then exhale your hands into an eagle. Feels so good in that upper back. Warrior one or warrior two is really good for increasing stamina. So let's sink a little deeper. I'm trying to distract you in this pose, but I'd like to hold it for a little while. Inhale, raising your arms back out in front of you. And exhale, flipping your hand, raising it up towards the sky into open face warrior. You can bring that left hand to the left hip, and this takes some pressure off the back. Also helps you open that back a little bit. If you're not pregnant though, you can just bring it alongside you or wrapped around your body. And exhale back to warrior two, tilting into side angle warrior. Now I want you to go to the floor, quite yet. I want you to press open that right hip, opening the waist, finding length in the left and right side of the body. And then you can gently bring your fingertips down, just side though, and you can wrap or bind if you like. I hope your thigh's burning by now. And releasing your hand down And straighten out, like exhaling into preparation for triangle. Inhale, reaching forward. Bring that right hand, left hand around behind you. Grab onto that foot. And exhale, dropping into triangle. You can bring your hand to your shin in front of you or behind you. Depends on what level you're in. Keeping the thighs flexed. If you lose that flex in the thigh, then you need to come up a little higher and find that flex again. Releasing that top hand, reaching over your head. Now bending that knee and tapping your foot forward, coming into half moon. Here you can use a block if you like or the wall. Stacking one hip on top of the other. Opening up that chest. Pressing out of all endpoints. And releasing the left hand to the mat. Dropping the foot to the front of the mat. Exhale, dropping your bottom to the mat. Arching in your upper back. Exhale, pressing your bottom towards the sky. Inhale, rolling one vertebrae at a time into high mountain. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, dropping, arching your back. And this time bringing the right leg back first. And then the left leg back. Pressing into a down dog. And inhaling the left leg forward. Dropping the back heel. Inhale, raising up into that warrior one. Pressing your hands together. Still relaxing that neck. And exhaling your hands to prayer position behind you. Gentle arch in the back. Open those shoulders. Look towards the sky. Bending that front leg towards 90 degrees. Flexing those inner thighs. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, raising those arms up in the air. And exhale, coming into warrior two. Really stretching those legs wide. You want to use the full mat if possible. Dropping those shoulders into the back. That front leg towards 90 degrees. Remember that stamina that we're building in this pose. Do you know that labor is equivalent to swimming 8 miles? I can't even swim a fourth of a mile probably. But I can do it for a baby. Exhale your hands in front of you to cow face pose. Drawing those shoulder blades apart. Still working those thighs. Slowing your breathing. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling through the nose. Just hearing an audible breathing through your mouth, but not opening your mouth. And exhale, opening your hands up. Flipping your hand and exhale into the open face warrior. Bringing that hand back, that hip to lengthen that spine. Inhale and exhale, coming into the side angle warrior. Bringing that front leg towards 90 degrees. Squeezing that butt cheek. Opening those arms. Don't bring that bottom hand down quite yet. Opening up that left hip. Inhale and exhale. You can gently bring your fingertips down to the mat and bind if you would like. Or keep shaking in that side angle warrior. And releasing down, pressing up into the preparation triangle. Dropping that right hand to the left thigh and exhaling into extended triangle. Bringing that hand to whichever position you would like. Behind the leg is the most challenging, but if you lose that strength in both thighs, then come back up. And releasing that hand, reaching over your head, reaching from your fingertips down to your hip, down to your right heel, pressing into your legs evenly. Inhaling and exhaling. Bending that front leg and exhaling up into the half moon. Stacking one hip on top of the other. Micro bend in that grounding foot. Spreading out of all points. And exhale, dropping your hand, dropping your foot, bringing your bottom to the mat, arching the back. And exhale, pressing your bottom up towards the sky. In one vertebrae at a time into high mountain. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale the arch in the back. Exhale the left leg back. And then the right to meet it. To the down dog. Inhale that right leg up. We're going to go one breath per movement here. Inhale up into warrior one. Exhale your hands into prayer behind you. Inhale, raising your arms up. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale into cow face. Exhale, opening up. Inhale into open face warrior. Exhale, side angle warrior. Inhale, dropping down. Exhale, bind. Inhale, opening up. Exhale into preparation triangle. Inhale, drop that right hand. Exhale, extended triangle. Inhale, release arm up over by ear. And exhale, bend. Inhale, half moon. And exhale, drop your foot. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, across the bottom of the sky. Rolling up. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, on dive down. Inhale, on down. Exhale, the right leg back. Inhale, the left leg back and back. Inhale, the left leg forward. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, hands behind you, heart or prayer. Exhale, hands up into warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, open face warrior. And exhale, side angle warrior. Inhale, dropping down. Exhale, binding. Inhale, release. Exhale, preparation triangle. Inhale, extend. Extended triangle. Ooh, I forgot to drop my hand. Inhale, releasing it over by the ear. Exhale, bending the knee. Half moon. Dropping your hand and dropping your foot to the mat. Arching the back. And exhale. Butt towards the sky. Inhale one vertebrae at a time. High mountain. Exhale. Let's go one more time. A little bit faster. Inhale, arching up. Exhale your left leg back. Right foot back, down dog. Inhale the right leg forward, warrior one. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, open face warrior. Exhale, side angle warrior. Inhale, drop. Exhale, bind. Inhale, extended or triangle preparation. Inhale, extended triangle. Dropping the top foot, the top hand. I'm getting confused now. Inhale, raising the left arm up over above you. Exhale, bend, half moon. Dropping your foot to meet the mat. Dropping your bottom, arching up. Exhale. One vertebrae at a time into standing. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale the right leg back. Exhale the left leg back, down dog. Inhale the left leg forward, warrior one. Exhale the prayer. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, cow face. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, open face warrior. Exhale, side angle warrior. Dropping down and bind. Releasing. Triangle preparation, dropping the right arm onto the leg. Exhale, dropping to triangle. Releasing your hand above you. And bending the knee, half moon. And exhale, dropping your feet to the mat. Looking up towards the sky. And slowly pressing the bottom up towards the sky. And rolling one vertebrae at a time. Very slowly. Into standing. All right, I hope you guys had a little bit of fun with that one. We're going to come to the side of your mat and spread your feet wide. We're going to raise your hands up in the air into a high mountain and exhale into a sunflower. And imagine you're grabbing that baby. And exhale, raising up. And inhale, sweeping your arms forward. Exhale up. I got that wrong. Exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale, dropping into a variation of a squat. Horse's stance. So squeezing those inner thighs together, pressing those arms out towards both sides of the room. Inhale and exhale the right arm to the right thigh, pressing open that right thigh. Inhale and exhale, sinking a little deeper in that squat. And inhale to horse stance. Exhale the left arm down. And inhale back into the horse's stance. And dropping your hands to your knees and just a gentle twist in the upper back, not in the lower back at all. During pregnancy, you actually shouldn't do deep twists. But this is good for the shoulders, good for the hip. And inhale and exhale the left shoulder down. And for those of you who miss inversions while pregnant, drop your feet down, drop your head towards the mat. can come into wide angle, forward bend. Clasp your hands behind you, dropping those hands towards the mat. And when you start to have too much pressure in your head, please come back up, pressing your hands to the mat. Deep stretch in the back. Bringing your hands to your hips and gently coming back to a standing position. We're going to come into our balancing series. So come to the front of your mat. I'll face you guys. Well, actually, I'll go this way. Okay. Inhale, raising your arms up in the air. And exhale into a warrior three. Ooh, I got a little off balance there. Pressing that left foot towards the back of the room. Dropping that left hip. And slowly coming into a one-legged standing. Raising the knee up. Clasping onto that knee. A little stretch in that left foot. And while staying in this standing, come into whichever position is comfortable in tree. Inhale, raising those arms up. Balancing poses are so lovely with a big belly. They usually kind of help counterbalance that off balance. And when you're ready, releasing that left foot, bringing it in front of you. And exhale, wrapping it around your leg. Wrapping your hands together, coming into eagle. Here's a good time to do your kegels. Squeezing those inner legs together. And releasing those hands, raising them up in the sky. Releasing that leg down by the right leg. And exhale, reaching forward into a warrior three with the opposite foot. Dropping those shoulders into the back still. And exhale, come to a one-legged standing. Bringing that knee to the chest. And come to what's comfortable in G. Inhale, raising your arms up. Micro bend in the bottom leg. Find something to focus on. Broad shoulders. Lengthen your neck. Open your hips. Balancing pose, still burn calories. Fortunately, that's something you look at a little too much with pregnancy. And wrapping yourself into eagle on the opposite side. Pulling those shoulder blades apart. Relaxing that neck, relaxing your jaw. Squeezing those inner thighs together. Do a few kegels. And releasing your hands, releasing your legs. Coming into heart center. And we're going to come into the deep stretches, and then we're going to cool down into a savasana. So I'm going to bring your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale your arms up, and exhale, swan dive down. And then just walk back into a down dog. And inhale that right leg up in the air behind you. And exhale, pulling it forward, coming into pigeon. Now when we come into pigeon and when you're pregnant, it's really easy to just kind of sink down, and you might irritate your sciatic nerve. So make sure that your hips are parallel in this pose and you're not going too deep. Find what's comfortable. You can stay here, or if you want to rest on your belly or on your arms, you can come onto your elbows. Or you can walk your head down to the mat as well. Slowly walking your hands back up. You can bend that back leg, holding on to that foot, opening up that chest, reaching the right arm up towards the sky, clasping your hands together if you would like. Same with this pose. Make sure your shoulders are even and your hips are still even. You want to look beautiful in this pose. Not sloppy, but you got there. And releasing when ready. Tucking your toes. Slowly coming back into that down dog. Inhaling that left leg up in the air. And exhale, pulling it through. Coming into pigeon on the opposite side. I'm too flexible, so I tend to stretch too far. I have to remind myself to bring those hips parallel. You want to arch in that front foot. Draw that front leg towards 90 degrees as much as feels comfortable. And when ready, you can come to whichever level you would like. I like to say approach pigeon like you're getting into a hot bath. You don't just right away go to your head. Very slowly go into this. Releasing your head to the mat if that feels comfortable. And coming up when you're ready, bending that back leg. Bring it into the arch of your elbow if you can. Opening up those shoulders. Inhaling that left arm up, clasping your hands together. Lengthening that spine. Releasing when ready. Feel a little bit tight on this side, so this feels really good. And releasing. And just coming into a standing position. I want you to go over to a wall. Which wall can they see me on? Right here. And you're going to bring your hands to the mat. Your feet just right above your hips. And exhale, keeping your arms straight. Really stretching those shoulders. And then bringing your elbows to the wall, clasping your hands together and coming into shoulder head. Kind of looks like a shower, I guess. I said shoulder head. I meant shower head. We're working your shoulders. And then releasing when ready. Bringing your arm up towards at what is this? Towards 9 o'clock, about 11 o'clock. And opening up that left shoulder, looking towards the right. It's actually opening up more the chest. And coming to the opposite side. Hope you all are starting to feel good. Stretched in those shoulders and hips. And releasing. And coming to one of my favorite poses. I say that a lot actually. But I do know when I was pregnant, this was always one of my favorite. So you bring your your strap. Maybe I'm pregnant. Around you. And around your feet like this. So if you can figure this out, it'll be very beneficial. So around your feet and then around your hips to your back. And then you pull that strap tight as you would like, or as tight as feels comfortable in a seated position. Then bring this block to the very low of your back. Go. And then gently release yourself over that mat or over that block. And then releasing your hands over your head. It is so hard to stretch the lower body when you're pregnant, and I found this one to be very beneficial for me. I hope you all have a block and strap. And if you don't and you're pregnant, go get one. I feel pretty good right now. You can stay in this for as long as you would like. Otherwise, pressing into your elbows and your hands, raise back into a seated position, remove that block, move your feet from the strap. You can keep it around if you want, it doesn't really bother you. And we're going to come on to our backs. If you're in third trimester, either get a pillow so you can kind of be on one side a little bit, or just stay on your back for just a little bit. Pressing your hand or your feet into your hands, coming in, happy baby. I thought it was quite fitting. And just gently rocking, and even you can take pressure off, rolling over to the right a little bit and to the left, where you're not compressing your vena cava. And really stretching those legs open. And releasing your feet, grabbing onto the shins, squeezing them into the sides of your body. And releasing your feet. And if it feels comfortable, I'd like you to come into hero's pose just to stretch those thighs. We can work those legs pretty good. You can come into whatever variation. This is probably pretty comfortable right here for most pregnant people, or you can come all the way down. If those knees raise up off the mat, you went too far. And when you're ready, slowly rock to the left side, coming out of position, and dropping onto your left side for Savasana. Closing your eyes. Relax your mind. Relaxing your eyes and your jaw. You can bring your hands to your belly if you like. Imagine a baby floating inside of you, happy and healthy, soothed by the beating of your heart. Pregnancy is the only time ever in this baby's life that you will be able to carry the baby through every moment of the day. So embrace it. Love your pregnancy. Bring a smile to your face. Feel all that fresh blood in your shoulders, in your lower back, and your hips. You can stay in this position all night if you want. Or gently flutter your eyes, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bring yourself into E pose, seated position. Do any little last poses you want to do, gently rocking out your neck. Inhaling, raising your arms up above you, looking up in between your arms. And exhale, dropping your hands down, dropping your chin to your chest. Bringing your hands to heart center. Namaste.